Hi everyone, my name is Keith Brooks and this is Brooks Channel, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you the first half of my main workout progress for May of 2026. Yeah, it's going to be the usual 8 that I do for the first half, starting with knee push-ups. For those, I'm going to be doing 35 reps. And most of the others, other than planking, are going to be 50 like last time. Mainly because I'm trying to get the push-ups and planking up to closer to where they're at. But yeah, we're going to be listening to the same background music from last time. Still not entirely sure how to pronounce the name of the channel, but I'll leave it in the description. So without further ado, I'll get that on and we'll get started. There we go. Make sure the volume's good. Okay, that should do. Alright. 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 Knee push-ups for 35 reps. Let's do it. Two. Three. 12. Alright. One. One more just in case. Oh. Alright. That should have been between 35 to 36. I always just count at some point. I'm gonna take a drink, then sit down. Alright. Not a bad start. Take a moment to rest, we'll get to the sit-ups. Those will be going for 50 reps. Most likely break at the midpoint, 25. Now let me know if you can hear the music okay in the comments. I got my fan running while we're doing this. I would put the AC on, but it's a bit loud. Oh, and for June, I'm going to try and get the knee push-ups between 38 to 40 reps. That'll be my goal for them next month. Anyway, let's get on to the sit-ups. 50 in total. Let's do it. Okay. That should be 25 so far. Take a brief moment. Then we'll get to the second half. Alright, let's get to that second half. Another 25. One more. Pretty sure I counted right this time. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Alright. Take another moment. Then we'll get the squats. That'll be 50 in total. Prior to 2 sets of 20, then 1 set of 10. Like before, I think. Then once that's done, we'll do 50 reps of grips. After that will be the ab wheel for 50 reps. Then kicks, 50 for each leg, and 2 sets of 25. Then it'll be the kettlebell weight curls for 50. And then we end it with planking, which I'm going to try to do for about 30 seconds. Anyway, I'm going to take a drink to get started on the squats. Okay. 50 in total. We're going to start with 20. Let's do it. Okay, first set complete. Alright, sit down a moment. Then we'll get to the second set. Alright. Let's get to that second set. So I was getting lost in my thoughts again while I was sitting down. Anyway, another 20. Let's do it. Alright. Alright. That should be another 20, assuming I didn't lose count. So we should have 10 more to do. Just gotta pace it a bit. Alright, I'm gonna take another drink real quick and get to that last 10. Alright, just 10 more, let's do it. 1. Alright, one more in case I missed one anywhere. Alright, that should be between 50 to 51. Alright. Alright. Take one more moment, then we'll get to the grips. We'll do 50 for each hand. Switch out every 10. So basically the counter will go back to 0. Do a full 360. get a little closer over here. We're just gonna get right to it. This is the easiest one after all. Alright, 50 reps for each hand. Let's do it. Okay, next hand. $40 more for each. Alright. Alright, 10 more for each and we're done. Last one. Alright. Don't even have to rewind it this time. Alright, that's it for the grips. Next one will be the ab wheel. It'll be 50 reps in total. Gonna try and make it 2 sets of 25. That's the plan. Feeling a little on my wrist after that. No, that's a good thing. Alright. So like I said, once we're done with the ab wheel, we'll get to the kicks. 50 reps for each leg. Then kettlebell weights, we'll go 50. I'll probably do those in 2 sets of 20, then a set of 10 if... yeah, like the squats. And then we'll end it with trying to go for 30 seconds of planking. Right. Anyway, I'm going to take a drink and get on to it. Alright, 50 reps in total. Let's do it. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, that should be 25 right there. Assuming I didn't lose count again. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm gonna need this for the second half. This floor is murder on the knees. Anyway, I'm gonna take a brief moment. Take another drink while I'm at it. Keep hydrated and all. For anyone who's wondering, I'm just drinking my usual glass of mixed iced tea. Anyway, get on to the second half. 25 more. Let's do it. Okay. That should be all of it. 50 in total. Okay. Sit down a moment. Then we'll get to the kicks. Okay. I'm gonna take a drink, then get on to the kicks. Alright. Going 50 for each leg, 2 sets of 25. Let's go. That might have been 26, just in case. Alright, now for the right. One more in case I missed. Alright. Alright, that's the first set. Sit down for a moment, then we'll get to the second half. Another 25 each. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was at 25 for the first ones, but I did one extra in case I missed any. My mind tends to wander a lot. And you probably noticed that from when I'm resting in between workouts. Alright, I'm going to take another drink to get to that second half. Okay. 25 more for each leg, starting with the left. Let's go. Okay. Confident I counted right that time. Alright, that's it for the left, now for the right. Alright. That's all for the kicks. Alright. Alright, after I take a moment to rest, we'll get to the kettlebell weights. the curls. Sorry about the yawn. I've only been up for, well, not too long after I started making this video. It tends to be when I usually do it. Anyway, I'm gonna take a drink and get to the weights. Alright, we're going for 50 reps in total, and we're going to start with 20. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 18. Okay. That's be 20 to start with. So that first set is always when I start feeling it in my arms. Anyway. Take another drink real quick while I wait. There we go. Let's give it a moment. Pace it a little bit, like usual. Don't want to repeat incident of the sprained ankle incident 2 years ago. Because that sucked. Yeah, for those who don't know about that story, about 2 years ago I was doing a bit too much workouts on my own time. Felt like I was on a roll, and guess I did like one day too many and my right leg got sprained. I was basically out of it for like 3 weeks. So I've been trying to pace it a little more since then. Well, live and learn, as they say. Anyway, let's get on to that next set of weights. We're going to do another 20. Let's do it. Okay. That should be another 20. So, I'll only need 10 more. Forgive me if I lost count. Knowing me, I'll probably do like 1 or 2 extra, to be sure anyway. I'll take another drink real quick. Itch. That real quick. Just a little sanitizer. I always have some near me. Keep my hands clean. Feeling it up here the most right now. That's a good thing, though. Alright. Anyway, no procrastinating. Let's get to those last 10. Alright. And as predicted, in case I missed one. Alright. That's it for the weightlifting. Okay. Take a moment to rest. Then we'll get to planking. I'm going to try for 30 seconds. Very least just a little under. I think I've started getting the hang of them. And I've said it before, but my main goal for planking is to get it to at least 1 minute. So if all goes well, it'll be halfway towards that goal. Alright, I'm just gonna get right to it. Alright. Gonna try to plank for 30 seconds. Let's do it. Alright, I counted 30, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'll turn the music off real quick. And that's gonna do it for the first half of this month's workout progress, the main one. Alright, I'll get the second one out about a day or two from now. Might take tomorrow to rest a bit. But either way, it'll be out soon. And as for next month's goals, I'm going to try to get the knee push-ups between 38 to 40 reps. Planking, I'm going to try and get between, maybe like try for 35 seconds, if I can. And everything else, I'll try to get up by 2 reps, so 52. Those are my goals for June. And yeah, that's about it. Numbers I'll say, so I'm just getting the video here. And as always, please let me know your thoughts about this war in the comments. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.